Now, the Clay Cooley Nissan Sports Report.
What more are we missing? Every single time we ask that question, days or weeks later, we find out the horrifying answer. We are missing more and more and more. Yesterday, Art Briles dismissed a libel lawsuit against Baylor because, as his attorney put it, quote, "A man can only carry so much." Art wants some peace in his life for him and his family. Read it again, because in the words of Briles' attorney Ernest Cannon, Art Briles is the real victim. A man can only carry so much. What more are we missing? As we horrifyingly found out again tonight, we are missing more and more and more. Earlier this week, former Baylor Assistant Athletic Director for Football Operations Colin Shillinglaw filed a lawsuit because, like Briles, Shillinglaw's name was defamed. Well, tonight, 3 Baylor University regents blew the lid off this scandal in their legal response, at least what lid there is left to blow. Text messages allegedly sent by Briles reveal he repeatedly acknowledged misconduct by his players, but he failed to report some of these incidents and attempted to cover them up at other times. One part of the regents' response to the lawsuit explains it best. Quote, "The football program was a black hole into which reports of misconduct such as drug use, physical assault, domestic violence, brandishing of guns, indecent exposure, and academic fraud disappeared." In September 2011, Tevin Elliott was accused of physical assault by a female. Baylor placed him on probation, but Briles allowed him to continue playing through the season. Elliott was later accused of 2 separate accounts of rape in April 2012. An assistant coach told Briles about the second one and said Waco PD would charge him. Briles responded with 2 words. "Dang it. Dang it," about rape. And when Elliott texted Briles to possibly testify for him, Briles responded, quote, "We need to get your name cleared. Always all in with my players." What more are we missing? We are missing more and more and more. As you remember, last week, a lawsuit accused 31 players of committing 52 rapes. 5 of those were gang rapes. In one of those 5, the victim was a Baylor athlete. Her coach took the allegations to Briles and showed him a list of the players the victim identified. Briles responded with this. "Those are some bad dudes. Why was she around those guys?" Those were some bad dudes. Why was she around those guys? About gang rape. Because it was always about his players, not the victims' lives. What more are we missing? We are missing more and more and more. When police arrested a player for possession of marijuana, Briles texted an assistant worried that the player would then go into the system. He then asked, "Do we know who complained?" When the assistant coach responded it was a superintendent at the player's apartment complex, Briles responded, "We need to know who the supervisor is and get him to alert us first. Alert Briles about illegal activities first so he can then take the law into his own hands." What more are we missing? We are missing more and more and more. How about one more that includes then AD, now Liberty Athletic Director Ian McCaw? In September 2013, after police arrested a player for assault and threatening to kill someone, Briles texted AD McCaw and told him that while the Waco PD was there, they would keep quiet. To which McCaw responded, "That would be great if they kept quiet." What more are we missing? Well, in the coming days and weeks, we'll probably find out the horrifying answer is more horrifying. We are missing more and more and more. But hey, a man can only carry so much. But as we're finding out from the victims of this sexual assault scandal, a woman can apparently carry more and more and more than Art Briles ever could. Stay with us back after this.